So I was just called a fag publicly in a public place. Today's Monday, the 14th of August. It's about 10:15 a.m. here in the DC area. And my husband and I were at the NEX. That's a store inside the Walter Reed complex. My husband is a retired sergeant major in the U.S. Army, and so we go there often. And we were in the coffee maker section because we wanted to look at some coffee makers. And there was a white older gentleman in front of the coffee machines. And so my husband said, "Excuse me, sir, could we take a look at those?" And the gentleman actually moved his car closer, his little cart closer, so that we wouldn't pass by. And I said, "Sir, there's no need to be rude. Like, there's no reason to be rude. We just want to look at the coffee makers." That's the point where he turned to me and said, "Fag." It's not the first time that somebody has called me a fag in public. It's the first time somebody's called me a fag in front of my husband in a military building. And so I wanted to hit him, but of course I didn't. And my husband was about to kick his ass. And I said, "Tony, don't." And so Tony went to get the manager because he was so pissed he was going to hit this guy. And I instinctively just said no. Who am I? Who am I not? What do I believe in? What do I need to do? Who am I? I'm a 52-year-old who's not going to let himself be bullied in a public place. Who am I not? I'm not somebody that's going to let this happen to someone else. Like, he has done this before. What I believe in, I believe that you're strong and that you can stand up for yourself. And what do you need to do? You need to record this. And it's so weird because I've always seen these recordings of people doing bad things and saying bad things, but I never thought that I personally would need to pull out my phone, but I did. And I recorded him, and I said, "What did you just say? You just called me a fag. Say it again. Are you homophobic?" And he said, "Yes." And I continued to follow him because I needed him to feel the discomfort that he made me and my husband feel when his homophobia showed up. The store management was very, very helpful. They got involved and they brought him in, and he apologized, and he said that his sister was gay. And I said, "Sir, you can have a gay sister and still be homophobic." And so he was, "I'm so sorry, I'm having a bad day." Tony said, "Then you shouldn't be out, but this is not appropriate behavior." And I want you to know that I wanted to hit him, and I wanted him to hurt, and I wanted him to pay for all of the times that people could have called me a fag or a faggot. But I didn't. I accepted his apology. And I thought for a minute that I just wanted to post that video and like blow him out of the water so that he could be identified. But instead, I said to the store manager and the security manager, "I still have things to purchase. This gentleman needs to be escorted out of the building." And so he was. And I don't know if I did the right thing. But I just knew that he needed to know my name. And so when the store manager asked, "May I have your name?" I said, "My name is Dr. Jose Medina." I don't know. I don't know if I handled it well. But I'm glad I stood up for myself.